All right, so just a couple of thoughts today. Number one, I'm going to share with you a clip of a video that I watched as a TED Talk, and I just thought it was fantastic. So I hope you watch the whole thing, but I'll just put in some parts that I really, really appreciated and that I feel really harmonize with the idea of having faith and of listening to the positive voice. The other thought is about opposition that comes not from inside of you, but from outside of you, from really just unkind and hateful people. And the hard part about it is that there are people out there who will, how do I even say it? Basically twist everything that you say and paint you as an evil person and bypass facts and actually really, really, really just be very inhumanly mean and ugly to you. It's not a lot of people. It's probably a very, very small minority, but when those things happen to you, they sting and they bother you and they stay with you. And I've made a video about this before because there have been just a few people in my life really who were truly just toxically ugly and terrible. And honestly, it's hard to know the best solution to deal with them. I engaged with one person just a little tiny bit on Facebook today and then just ended up blocking them, and magically their comments disappeared. So that's a tip for you. If somebody comments something mean to you and you block them, you don't see any of their old comments or anything anymore, so that's awesome. But really, I tried to listen to the positive voice when I did because it's about a political issue, which is a hot button for people right now because people want to get political about everything. And it is really hard when people are angry and irrational. It's really hard to speak rationally to them. I do know that sometimes national outrage leads to change. I don't know. I think that there are probably healthier ways that it could happen. Maybe I'm not right about that, but in any case, I think that you can be outraged at a policy. I don't think that you have to attack other people. That's probably the biggest thing. It's like, first of all, I don't necessarily think that anger and outrage are constructive emotions that are very healthy for you to have. But if you have them towards a thing, a policy, a law, not vilifying a person, because at the end of the day, there are some people, but not very many people out there who are like, I want to make the world a worse place for everybody on purpose. And especially not the rational people that you're going to be debating with on Facebook or something. So I would just say that if you do run across a negative person in your life, it's probably a good idea to just cut them out sooner rather than later and just move on with things, because opinions rarely change when people are emotional about things. So that's all I have to say about that. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later.
You notice that by paying attention to the things that manifest themselves to you, that shine forth as interesting. They grab you, and that will pull you along. And that's when your interest is seized by something. That's your nervous system doing that. You don't do that. It's an unconscious force. You could even say it was the world itself talking to you. And if you follow the thing that manifests itself to you as interesting, it will lead you through adversity. It'll lead you to do things that are difficult, and as that happens, but not beyond your capacity, because it's tempered for that. What will happen is, as you hit yourself against the world, pursuing what you're interested in, you'll tap yourself into alignment. Your molecules, your structure, internal structure, will become non-contradictory. Like the internal structure of a jewel, which is something that reflects light. That makes you hard and durable, and able to bear the terrible conditions of existence without becoming corrupt. T.S. Eliot said something about this. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started, and to know the place for the first time. Follow what you're interested in. It'll take you to adversity, and then through it, it'll transform you from a citizen into an individual, and then the doors will open again. And at that point, you're strong enough to have your life.